Alright. We're back. Trash is back because we didn't get the general on our one attempt 2 days ago.
Okay, Chief, ready.
Gonna wait till we clear trash to record, but you never know in case something crazy happens. Might want to have a record.
Oh, we gotta kill this entire room, don't we? Son of a bitch.
Yep. Easiest trash in the game.
Not waste my time.
I didn't get my totems down yet.
Cool, I'll just run around like crazy.
if he had a grudge against the vendor, now's the time to get your revenge.
It's okay, I figured him.
Alright.
Yeah, is that one? Is that your glyph? Turns him into a pig. Isn't there one that is a penguin?
No, I have the one that polymorphs into a pig. Or
Is there one for penguin too? I thought there was.
yeah, my other mage has got that one. Don't have that one.
Popped my AMS.
Oh, jeez. All my freaking miracles. Bracers.
Ooh.
80 brazy.
Plate.
Oh, we can't even give it to Arthur.
Nope. Alright, going to Natatat. Unless Mueller wanted to heal. But I think Holy for Mueller is like Feral to Tasha.
You're gonna need one of the healers to be out with the ranged.
We got 3. We got Natatat, Raiden's raiding you, so that's 3 range. That's what we need.
He said
Oh,
healers.
I thought it was 4.
Nope, 3.
All right then.
Guess we'll find out.
So Shadow Crash mechanic ranged. That's the big one to avoid. So it'll target one of you 3, and then once it targets one of you, you just move away from that area and then back on top of it. Yeah, why don't you stay DPS Miller, for this boss, and then we'll just have Famine tank it.
Yeah, because you can't. The mana you have is the mana you have.
That is the big thing. We got a lot of mana. Yeah, vendor. When we need Serenite, I'll try and pull one in close to the boss. If it doesn't get quite to the boss, then just kite the boss over near it so that people with mana can stand on it.
Healers, I think, mostly, isn't it?
Yep, healers, and then of course the Ret Paladin, and that's it. And then, yeah, use ranged with your mana. Like, do not DPS unless you're standing on the Black Puddle, which comes from Shadow Crash. You can DPS, but you're just gonna waste. It's wasted mana, and you don't get any back. So once you're out, you're out. You'll have to go and try and use the Sarnite Vapor to get some back, which, if you're in melee range, means there's only 2 ranged out there, and then all sorts of bad stuff can happen. All right, Mark of the Faceless. Make sure if you get that, you get it out away from everybody. Let's see, and then I think for the tank mechanic, when he enrages, let's just I can paint suppression the first one, but then after that, we're gonna have to probably kite it, just because I don't think you got any big cooldowns. Like
Shield wall?
Is the frenzy dispellable on him? Like, is that something the hunter can do?
That's got to be kicked, isn't it?
I don't think so. There is an interrupt, but I think between the rogue and the warrior.
Or a mastery.
You could do devotion or mastery. It's not really gonna. It's not gonna do enough. It's not gonna do enough. That guy, he hits hard. Yeah, you probably don't have the divine sacrifice either on that spec. You do? Well, we can do that one. All right, so let's do paint suppression for the first one, divine sacrifice for the second one. For the third one, depending on what the cooldowns look like, you'll probably have to kite that one, and then the fourth one I should be able to paint suppression again.
This guy doesn't fear, right?
What's that?
This guy doesn't fear, right?
Nope, no fear.
Okay, well, I'll have
He does have an interrupt. You got. What's the spell?
Searing.
Oh,
Was it searing? There's something. Yes, searing flames. That's what needs to be interrupted.
So we'll be mainly relying on you, Kaliona, because you have such a short cooldown interrupt.
I can do it too.
it's
5 minute cooldown.
not to. I'll be spamming it.
I got it too. Let's give it a go.
Okay, reduces damage taken. Why don't you use that for the first one then? Shield wall the first one.
Yeah, he says that's what he's thinking.
Yeah. And then what's the cooldown on divine sacrifice?
It might be too much, honestly.
2 minutes?
2 minutes.
Yeah, you can still run that every other one, can't you? Like we did before when you were tanking it.
Might be too much damage.
Like
But
all
we'll
the odd
see.
ones, the first, third, fifth. You can run that. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. So we'll do just like Shanti said. Divine Sacrifice on the first one, Shield Wall on the second one, then Divine Sacrifice again, and then I'll be able to Pain Suppression the fourth one. Then the fifth one, if there is a fifth one, we'll get to Divine Sacrifice again.
Okie dokie.
Okay. I mean, if you want to give it a go, I mean, we'll just have to be.
So
healing
I
you,
need to be
but-
in the same group as the tank, though.
Yep. Yep.
Thanks.
All right, so you're just gonna hand a divine sacrifice, and then we'll just
Yep.
Sprinkle in pine suppression and stuff when needed. All right, sounds good then. Let's do that. Let's give it a try and see what we get. So I'll be up near the healer. So the range DPS, make sure that you're watching the shadow crash mechanic. That's the biggest part of being ranged is you gotta not get hit by the shadow crash. Yep, so imagine me standing here with Taladia. Like you guys kind of be stacked up like that. When it comes, it's going to land on one of you three. All you got to do is run to the right or left. And when it crashes in, then run back onto it. And then start DPSing. And then when the next one comes, it'll always be in the same spot if you guys are always in a kind of a tight group. So it'll always be in the same spot. So you just have to move out, move in, move out, move in. And then if you get marked, of course, if you get marked with the faceless, you'll have to run to the back of the room.
Got it. Let's go.
That's the quickest way, because in that way you're not in the way of everybody else moving away from the shadow crash. And then once it falls off, you just run back into the group. And yes, you might have mark the faceless and get a shadow crash on you at the same time, so you really got to watch for that too.
Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, so yeah, conserving
Let's go,
mana
let's
is a
go,
big
let's
part of this. So don't be casting stuff and everything when you're not on the black spot on the ground.
Watch me mess up. I've been itching to go.
All right, let's get some attempts in. So if we go in, we wipe. We're just gonna come right back. We're gonna just try and do quick succession.
Yep.
And we'll just keep giving her a go. We have done this before. We just have a couple newer people. All right, looks like everybody's ready. When you're ready, fam, let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your destruction will herald a new age of suffering.
I can't do that.
Interrupt 1.
That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready.
Interrupt 2.
That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. That's still ready.
Interrupt 3.
Ready. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. I can't cast it.
You get Mark?
Interrupt 1.
Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet.
Interrupt 2.
That ability isn't ready. I can't
I thought you had Mark.
The black blood of your Sarah.
Interrupt 3.
Comes the enrage.
Not ready yet.
Getting it like one and then the other.
That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet.
Interrupt 1.
Ability isn't ready. Not ready yet.
Pretty sure you got Mark with faces.
Reaper's down behind the boss.
Still recharged.
Interrupt 2.
Don't just stand in it.
That ability isn't ready.
Interrupt 3.
I can do that yet. That ability isn't ready.
Remember, guys, it's got a bigger look than it. Bigger order than it
That
looks like.
ability isn't ready.
Interrupt 1.
I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready. That's still recharging.
You know, for first attempt, that was actually good.
Interrupt 2.
Yeah, I
I
do
wonder
that. I've died to that vapor before when you're not even in the.
Yeah, I think that's what happens.
You got to get like far away from it.
Interrupt 3.
Yeah, I think I was actually in it before I thought I was in it. So the stacks were higher than I was expecting them to be. Not a bad first attempt, though, for not being here for a while. So it's impressive. So I guess I could have swore I was out of it too, but you gotta kind of think of it like a big circle around it. So like it's kind of oblong shaped, but I think the sides are just as far as like the length of it. So the width and the length are equal, even though it doesn't look like it. Yep, I was just gonna ask how the range did with Shadow Crash. Looks like it got hit by it a few times.
You do not have time to finish your cast. You got to move right away.
Yeah, as soon as you get the warning for Shadow Crash, you gotta move. You get like a crazy cast increase, so it's not really that much of a DPS loss to just stop casting and move. Here, Shanti, I'm gonna put a cross. I'll put the circle on you. If you see the circle moving, move. Like if you see him starting to move, just move with him.
You can also
Yeah, it hits the ground where he's at. It doesn't target him specifically. So it's the location where he's standing. So if you see it's on somebody else, it's coming for you as well if you're
Yeah, it's an
standing on
AoE.
top of him. Yeah. Yeah, it's an AoE. It kind of reminds me, if you're thinking about in terms of things we've done before, it's like the faceless ones in Old Kingdom before the last boss. You know how it shoots the big shadow bolt that does a big splash at certain people? Well, it shoots it at their location. It doesn't shoot it at the person. Yeah. If you get Mark of the Faceless, then you run away from everybody. You go stand by yourself for a little bit, and you just wait. You know, you don't have to do anything. You just stand there, wait for it to fall off. Nope, everybody moves. Yep, that's fine. Now you know. So I put a circle on Shunty's head. If he moves, you move. Nope, it doesn't. It only sucks health
yeah.
out of everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to move once you get that skull on your head.
Well, the damage isn't the big issue. The big issue is the damage that it does heals the boss for far more than any DPS that you're going to do. So it's just not worth trying to DPS through it.
No here. Oh.
We got through the boss in Rage. That was a big win, I think. So if we just clean up a few mechanics, me not dying on the stupid Sarnet Vapor, Shadow Crash movement, I think we got it. sure you get full mana.
Crusader Aura.
Whether you want to top off your mana before we go. All right, I think we're ready. On your count, Flamin.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your destruction will herald a new age of suffering.
Interrupt 1.
I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Interrupt 2.
Come to shut up. I'll try and call it out. And the next one comes in 1 second.
Interrupt 3.
Here it comes. Move on top. Yeah, see, like if you start getting knocked by it, just like pulls off all cadence. You got the cadence mark.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Cadence got the mark of faces.
Interrupt 3.
Here comes the rage.
Not ready yet.
Interrupt 1.
That ability isn't ready.
Cadence got the mark of faces.
Interrupt 2.
I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet. That spell is
Interrupt 3.
still rejoice.
So, that's
That
again.
ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet.
Shinji's got the mark of
Interrupt 1.
Isn't ready. I can't cast that. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. That spell isn't ready.
Interrupt 2.
Black blood of Lord
comes the sea rage.
courses through me.
Not ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That ability isn't
Interrupt 3.
ready. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet.
That's my fault. Should have let that go a little longer.
Not attack.
That ability isn't ready.
Interrupt
You
1.
gotta watch it.
I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet.
Let's kill this
Interrupt
guy.
2.
I can't do
Raiden's already got mark of the face.
spell isn't ready. Yeah.
Run away.
Oh,
Need one ranged out.
Yep, I'm out here.
Interrupt 3.
Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. I can't cast that. Not ready yet. That's still
Interrupt 1.
I can't cast that.
The Vapor's down.
That spell isn't ready. Yeah. I can't do that. That ability isn't ready.
Courses through me.
Interrupt 2.
That ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready yet.
Interrupt 3.
Defiance. Above mortality.
Interrupt 1.
Not ready yet.
Run away.
Can't do that yet.
he reset?
He's not reset yet.
Interrupt 2.
Don't release, I got a soul stone. So as long as he disappears and doesn't just run back over here and stand.
No, he's just running back.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Alright, just release then. Because I'm like right by his butt. Alright. Yeah, Shadow Crash. Gotta really watch out for that. If you're ranged and you die, like, kind of screws everything up.
Yeah, so the big thing is, like, the Shadow Crash might not kill you, but since the healers don't have mana regen, nobody has mana regen, you're taking a heal that you don't shouldn't need to take. It's just mana being spent that we can't get back.
So it happens. The Shadow Crash happens quickly enough. You could probably just do like 3, maybe 4 casts and just. But yeah, you have to move. Walkway. Walkway's quicker. Got him down to 4 million that time, so we did better.
On this one, I'm gonna try to wait and only interrupt at 50% or higher. So if the others get it first, great. Get them used to interrupting it in case I have to go death grip it. Just nice, clear. Use a strength cape. Have hands. Hands and shoulder.
Vigilance. Who puts that on? Is that a survival hunter buff?
Warrior.
Ah, interesting. Mana up. Let's top it off and let's give it another go. Looks like everyone's ready.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your destruction will herald a new age of suffering.
Interrupt 1.
Marking faces unwritten.
Interrupt
Shadow
2.
Crash. Shadow
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
Talk, how am I supposed to get a castle?
Maybe you're moving too far away.
Interrupt 2.
You only gotta go button. Shadow Crash.
Black blood of Los Arrows.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
Do we need a vapor yet, or?
Yeah, let's go.
Interrupt 1.
That ability isn't ready.
Let's just move the boss.
Not ready yet.
Now you're good.
That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet. I can't do that
Comes
yet.
in rage.
Interrupt 2.
I can't do that. That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet.
Interrupt 3.
I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. I can't do
Interrupt 1.
that ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. That ability is
Interrupt 2.
Start working on another star vapor. It's not absolutely important right now.
There's one out to the left that we can grip.
Interrupt 3.
Just watch out, it's right underneath his feet.
ready. Yeah. That's still good. That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet.
Interrupt 1.
I can't do that yet. I can't cast that yet. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready.
Interrupt 2.
Held off.
Ready yet. That's still recharged. I can't cast that.
Interrupt 3.
I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready. The spell isn't ready. Yeah.
Oh, not at that.
One out.
Interrupt 1.
Closer.
Blood mortality.
Not ready yet. That
Sorry,
ability
I
isn't
tried.
ready. That's still recharged. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet.
Interrupt 2.
Kind of on your own heal. Oh, shit.
I can't do that yet. I can't cast that. That ability isn't ready.
Can't
Not
quite
ready
reach
yet.
famine for heals.
Interrupt 3.
He's
Get a
too
vapor.
far away. I can't do that yet.
There you go. That's perfect. You're
Not
up.
ready yet. That ability isn't ready.
Interrupt 1.
I can't cast
Hello,
that.
range rate?
I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready.
Cyber, don't stand in that pool and heal.
Interrupt 2.
Try to just do
Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready.
shields, because it doesn't get affected.
I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready.
Interrupt 3.
I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. The spell isn't ready. Yeah.
Interrupt 1.
Ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet.
Interrupt 2.
That's still recharged. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. I can't do
Interrupt
it.
3.
That ability isn't ready.
Unstoppable!
Can you guys grab in that favor?
I'm out of range.
Yeah, I probably should.
Interrupt 1.
Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet.
Interrupt 2.
Not ready yet. I
Waiting
can't
for that
cast
to-
that.
Shit.
That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet.
Interrupt 3.
Fix it.
That's still your trouble. I can't cast that yet.
Keep it going.
Interrupt 1.
Evasion tank.
Defiance. The blood of mortality. The black blood of your
Fight, fight, fight.
Interrupt 2.
Oh lord. Oh my god, just DPS run, do something.
Interrupt 3.
Ouch. So much health.
I have no mana.
And they have to be in melee range to actually deal damage.
Defiance.
Interrupt 1.
The blood of mortality.
Interrupt 2.
Ouch.
56,
Scary.
Defiance.
339.
Interrupt
Dodge on
3.
me. Put a dodge. Anyone got a dodge?
I don't have it.
Get on him!
Oh no.
6,000.
6K, dude.
6,000.
6K.
I didn't realize you guys were
I'm
gonna
not
keep
even
going.
mad, dude.
I should have friggin' battle res myself earlier. I'm like, oh, somebody like 5 people are dead. Then you guys are like, oh, we're gonna keep going. I'm like, oh shit. I rebirthed like instantly got killed.
I had 0 mana, so like there was nothing I could do.
Almost carried us.
Well, you tanked him for like 200k friggin' health because he had like 258k, and then he had like 20k when you died. So yeah, I'd say it was pretty close.
You know, I gotta say, it is extremely hard to heal if I have to go out there and do the Shadow Crash mechanic. You know what, Famine? You're probably right, actually. I probably should. Yeah, God, that's my bad. You can blame me. That 6K, that would have been me. With my, I don't even know if my wand skill is even up.
It's like miss.
Yeah, it's not even like fully. It's not even fully leveled. Could have. Yeah, you know what? It was my fault. I could have wanted him. You don't have to. You don't have to judge me too, Echo.
Yeah, I onked and then you cast Searing Flame, so I interrupted it and they just turned around and swatted me. It's like, what? But I only had like 7k health because they just rezzed, right? So it just one-shot me. But yeah, honestly, this fight's really easy. It's just, dude, it's just doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, I consider that a victory. Honestly, we were really close. So we just
6,300.
do the Shadow Crash mechanic a little better. I think we'll be just fine on this attempt. So when I moved out and I'm trying to heal and dodge Shadow Crashes and everything else, it was getting to be like too much for my brain to handle. Honestly. I know my brain is weak and soft and smooth.
Interesting.
It's a good tip. All right, so not a tot. I was moving, so you know where the puddle is. If you're standing in the middle of the puddle, you only have to run to the like basically like maybe 5 steps outside of the black puddle. That's all the further you gotta go.
Okay.
Yeah. I was doing that, and for the most part, it was working pretty good, except for the few times where I wasn't paying attention because I was trying to heal or something, and then I got smacked by it. So about the distance that I am from Taladia is all the further I had to go to get away from the Shadow Crash.
Okay.
I need a minute.
Sure. Yeah, unfortunately, you're only gonna get like time for 2-3 casts. It seems to come what every 10 seconds or 15
Next
seconds.
repair.
So it's like, and that includes the time that it's in the air and you're moving and moving back onto it. So on the plus side, it does give you that 100% casting speed. So when you are on it, you can really hammer home some spells real quick.
Okay, I'm ready.
Everybody's got their flasks on, right?
I do.
I have forgotten before, so. Not accusing, just.
It's
If you need
almost
flask
been an hour.
of the frost one, let me know. I got some. Toss a couple. Looks like everyone's ready.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your destruction will herald a new age unsuffering.
Not ready yet.
Don't lust until we have a puddle next time.
There won't be a next time. Seriously? Took my rune, but
Interrupt 2.
didn't actually refresh the diseases. Well, that's a good one.
When's the next one?
Interrupt 3.
Not ready yet. I can't do that. That ability
Rating's ready. Got my emphasis.
spell isn't ready.
Interrupt
Nothing
1.
gonna proc?
I can't do that.
Shadow Crash.
That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet.
Yeah, that's a range.
Interrupt 2.
That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready.
Interrupt 3.
Rage.
Not ready yet. I can't cast that.
Where are all of them?
Interrupt 1.
From Shadow Crash.
Interrupt 2.
From Shadow Crash.
I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready.
Interrupt 3.
Who's got emphasis?
That ability isn't ready.
Interrupt 1.
I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. That spell isn't ready. Yeah. That ability isn't ready.
Interrupt 2.
I can't cast that.
After this and Rage, let's do this, Simon.
Interrupt 3.
He's down. His right leg.
That's still retro. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready.
Interrupt 1.
I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready.
Am I missing a lot?
Not ready yet. I can't do that yet.
Then
Interrupt 2.
That ability isn't ready.
I feel like I'm missing.
Not ready yet. I can't do that.
Interrupt 3.
Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet.
Interrupt 1.
Shadow Crash again.
I can't do that yet. That ability isn't
Comes
ready.
in rage.
Interrupt 2.
His raid's got multiple faces.
That ability isn't ready yet. Not ready yet. That spell isn't ready.
Interrupt 3.
That ability isn't ready.
From Shadow Crash.
Attach station is vape.
Interrupt 1.
Yeah.
I can't do that yet.
Oh, somebody's got.
Close.
Not a tot, you got more.
Not ready yet.
Interrupt 2.
That ability isn't ready. I can't cast that. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet.
Interrupt 3.
That ability isn't ready.
He's got multiple faces.
Not ready yet. That spell isn't ready. Yeah. That ability isn't ready.
Comes in rage.
I can't do
Interrupt 1.
that. That ability isn't ready.
Not a tot, you got multiple faces.
I can't do that yet. Not ready yet.
Interrupt 2.
Cast that. That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet.
Interrupt 3.
Work on getting another Starlight Vapor.
That ability isn't ready.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
Shadow Crash.
Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready.
Comes in rage.
Not ready yet.
Interrupt 1.
That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet.
Interrupt 2.
I can't do that yet. I can't cast that. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready.
Interrupt 3.
It's still retro. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready.
Interrupt 1.
Not ready yet. I can't cast that.
Shadow
I
Crash.
can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet. That ability isn't
Interrupt 2.
ready. That's still retro. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet.
Courses through me. What horrors
Oh, I saw strength and was happy, and then defense parry hit.
Good job. You know what? I'm happy it was hitting you guys mostly. It's when it it's when it hits ranged a lot, or the melee a lot. That's when things get crazy. And we got a tanking cloak. This is third dis for all tanks.
Okay, I almost rolled a 99.
Nice, dude. Way to go.
Really?
How much of an upgrade is it for you?
It's 8% upgrade for him.
Congrats, famine. Man, nothing's gonna beat that time we came in here and we got all those BOEs.
That was wild.
Crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. First time in here. All right, so phase 1 on this guy, do not, I repeat, do not touch the green clouds that you see floating around. You see them in there, they go around in a circle, they're deceptive.
I think
Give them a
bigger.
wide berth.
They're bigger than
just
they look.
give them a good wide berth. If you touch them, it will summon an ad. I think so, yes. I think this is 2 tanks. Let me double check. We've only attempted this guy one night, and it was like 3 attempts. So let's see. Well, we're gonna send all of the melee into the portals, and then maybe let's see how many portals are there. 4, right? Is it 4 or 3? 4 portals. Yeah. So we got Gladia, Caliona, Vendor. I'm putting you guys all in a group, and I don't know, Shunty, you want to go into the portals? I feel like you have 3 melee and a healer. Okay.
I can always like.
I'll go in the portals.
Yeah. If so, you don't really probably have to. Like when I was doing it, I was able to keep us up just with the my maelstrom weapon chain heals kind of deal.
Okay.
They're free heals from your 8, so
yeah,
they're better off using damage. But the mobs in there, they die so quick.
All right, phase 1's pretty straightforward. Ads are going to be summoned. Do not kill them right away. We got to get them to the Sara in the middle, and then they have to die on top of her to do damage to her. They'll do an AOE, so right before they die, everybody that's a melee needs to get away from them before it dies. But other than that, they just die right on top of her after I think 7. It'll transition to phase 2. Which is Yogg comes out and he starts summoning tentacles around the room. We were looking at it, and the big crusher tentacles, they just need to be meleeed in order to stop that channeling of the damage reduction. But those are range DPS. The big tentacles, those are priority number 1. You got to kill those. Melee are killing the medium-sized tentacles, I believe. I'm trying to pull up the guide real quick so I can recap.
Yeah, generally melee kills the ice stocks and stuff.
So the medium ones are going to grab people and squeeze them, and that's going to deal damage. So we want to kill those. The small ones are going to shoot just debuffs at random players that can deal damage, that can drain health, mana, and things like that. So those got to die too, but they're not as important.
Can afford a
as
repair.
Restricted tentacle,
Maybe
which
2.
is stabbing people. Then you have the crusher tentacles, which are the large ones. Those are the ones that range DPS need to focus on mostly. And you'll have to coordinate to kill them together, so you don't get spread out and you're each DPS in one, because that would take too long. So I'm gonna leave the circle on Shunty. If whoever he attacks, you attack it as well. Yeah, the ads in phase 1 are the ones that do the AoE, so you're gonna want to get away from them before they die.
When do we want heroism on the spawning boss again?
3rd phase. 3rd phase is a pretty straight DPS phase.
I mean, is the shaman going down into the brain room?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, if y'all have more than 30 seconds left on there, doing it down there would probably be more beneficial.
Just to push the phase.
Yeah, the last phase is really easy. You just kill the ads, and you have 10 minutes to kill the boss.
It looks like we talked to everybody, so we're not doing some weird hard mode. Yeah, so during this, there's going to be a sanity debuff on you. It starts at 100, and then every time you get affected by a mechanic, it's going to go down a little bit. You'll see around the edge of the room, there's these green beams that are coming down from the ceiling to the floor. If you go stand in those, you can regain your sanity. However, when you're standing in there, you're going to do highly reduced damage, so you can't just stand in there the whole time. But yeah, you just stand in there, and it'll bring your sanity back up to 100. Then you can come back out and keep DPS or healing or whatever it is that you need to do.
Yeah. If you're down in the portal room, just don't look at the floating skulls.
Yep.
You'll keep your sanity.
Yeah, so there is, when you go into the portals, there's going to be some tentacles in there that we have to kill, and then there's also going to be like these ethereal skulls that are looking in a direction. If you are standing staring at them, and they're in your line of sight, you're going to take sanity damage, and there's no sanity recovery in the portals. So you're going to have to move in a way that allows you to focus the ads without staring at the tentacles, or without staring at the floating skulls.
So one of the other things is for phase 2, each portal going in can only be used by one person, but at the end in the brain room, all of the exit portals can be used multiple times. So you don't have to go to different portals in the brain room. You can all go out the same portal.
And then the last thing about the brain room too is there's going to be a timer that's ticking down. You have to leave the portal, you have to leave the brain room before it hits 0. If it hits 0, your sanity goes to 0 and then you die in there. So you got to make sure that you get out before that timer reaches 0. All right, let's there's a lot to take in here, so why don't we just go ahead and give it some attempts. We'll do phase 1 and 2. Just kind of get those down. Then if we get to phase 3, then we'll go through what phase 3 is all about. But
Yeah, phase 3 is nothing.
yeah, phase 1 and phase 2 are going to be the two biggest skill hurdles that we got to get over. So why don't we just go ahead and get in there and give it a couple tries so we can see what it's
Give it some tries.
All right, and the encounter starts as you get off of this tiled area, so nobody go in front of that until everybody's ready.
All right, everyone's ready. Let's 3, 2, 1, go.
The time to strike at the head of the
All right,
beast
remember,
will
don't
soon
touch the
be upon
clouds.
us. Focus your
Range, you can
anger
also
and
stay with
hatred on
circle
his
if you
minions.
don't want to watch the clouds on your own.
Hatred and rage guide your blows.
I'm out of range. Far away. Not ready yet. I can't.
Melee.
Yes, yes. Show them no mercy. Give no pause. to
Heals
your
on
attacks.
Shunty. Got the debuff.
I need to get close. Not
Famine touched a cloud.
I did? Oh, nice.
Yep. We got another ad coming out soon.
Hatred and rage guide
We're
your
gonna move to the other side, guys.
I'm out of range. That ability isn't ready.
Yes, yes. Show them no mercy. Give
Two
no
more.
pause to your attacks.
Misdirecting.
That ability isn't ready.
Let hatred and rage guide your
Not
blows.
ready yet. That ability isn't
Cloud
ready.
income in here.
That's still
Yep.
recharged.
Not a top move.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready.
Pop him.
yet. It's too far away. I can't do that yet.
One more in the back.
We got 3 up at once right now.
That's fine. Keep
I need to get
keep DPSing them. This will push the phase.
I think there's a free watch on
I can't cast that. That's still recharged. I'm out of range. Not ready yet. I can't.
One more.
That ability isn't ready.
I'm frozen in the middle. I can't do that.
Claudia is
Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. I need to get
Yes,
closer.
show them no
All right,
mercy.
the clouds are
Give
gonna
no
disappear.
pause
Clean
to
up all
your
these ads if we can.
Yeah. That's still recharged. Not ready.
Everybody get out of the middle.
That ability
Stack
isn't
on circle.
I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready yet.
get away from them when they explode.
Mind control.
Other people mind control.
That spell isn't ready. Yeah, not ready yet. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready.
Tremble,
Not ready
mortals,
yet.
before the
That
coming of
ability
the
isn't
end.
ready. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet.
Suffocate upon your own hate.
That's not the worst I've ever seen on the first pull. Alright, melee look around Yogg right now because the portals are going to spawn, so you know what they look like.
Okay, yeah, there's something called brain link. I'm caught in a constrictor tentacle. I need to heal, so I can heal myself.
Alright, portals are coming up. Melee, be sure you look over there at what you're going to be running into.
Alright, portals.
Yeah.
Tremble, mortals, before the coming of the end.
Cool.
So
Yeah, I think we just don't hit 7 clouds, and I think y'all got this.
So when you said the shaman hit the cloud, like that cloud was friggin' like 6 feet on my right, and the other cloud was 6 feet on my left. So on my screen,
The clouds are bigger than they look.
that's what I mean. Yeah, like it's gonna be
Like
quick.
it emotes and says who did it. Like it's just my weak aura pops it up. So most of them were popped by famine, and then not a lot.
Tremble, mortals,
Yeah, I mean,
before
famine
In
the
was in the
coming
middle
Colonia.
of the
of
end.
clouds, so it stands to reason he's gonna pop a few in there, right?
Upon your own hate.
Right. The tank can stand directly under Sarah. There is a safe spot right there where you can't be touched by the clouds.
Good to know. We had a couple attempts 3 weeks ago.
Talk to me. Keep it real.
Everybody, prison of Yogg. No, it's the prison of Yogg.
Cannot command.
Hey, no, that's fine.
I mean, I've probably coached like 6 guilds through Yogg over the past couple weeks, so it's just fun to come and watch people do it. Everybody gets so excited. Like after you do it like 10 times, you're like, I don't give a crap about this. But that first time, man, everybody's so happy.
Yeah, like so we've only maybe attempted this 3 times in the past, like 3 attempts on this guy, because we just run out of time by the time we get here.
And the first phase for us that night was kind of like either we did the first phase super clean or it just went all to shit right away.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
All right,
Not.
we've all seen it.
Yeah, I think y'all got this.
Don't touch the clouds.
I'm just gonna stand back and lightning bolt with a ranged instead of going in the middle for the first phase there.
I am okay with that if that's what you want to do. It's a lot easier as arranged, I'll tell you what. You got so much
Yeah.
space to like move around.
Be like a friggin' add-on that shows the actual red circle. A red circle around the cloud or something. To show where it actually
The
is.
actual size.
Okay, here we go again, guys. 3, 2, 1, go for it.
The time to strike at the head of the beast will soon be upon us.
Where's that
Focus your
cloud?
anger and hatred on his minions. Let hatred and rage guide your blows. Yes, yes, show them no mercy. Give no pause to your attacks.
Melee, get out.
And then run. Fuck yes.
Circle on Shanti's head.
Yeah, or any mark is fine.
It's too far away. Not ready yet. I can't do
Which
that.
we're getting clouds.
Yep, we're moving. We're moving.
Move away and then around. Big area over here.
Yes, yes, show them no mercy. Give no pause to your attacks.
I need to get closer.
Yeah, you kind of wait on one side for them all to pile up, and then you move to the other side.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Let hatred and rage guide your
It's too
blows.
far away. I can't cast that yet.
Melee out.
Ability isn't ready yet.
Behind us.
I'm out of range. I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
Alright, guys, we're moving.
That's still recharging.
Claudia is mind controlled.
Let hatred
spell
and
isn't
rage
ready.
guide your
Yeah.
blows.
I can't do that yet. Not ready yet.
That sucks. We're moving some more.
That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet. That's still recharging. It's too far away. I can't cast that. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet.
Heal it when it's in the middle.
Show them no mercy. Give no pause to your attacks.
I'm out of range. That ability
Let
isn't
hatred
ready.
and rage guide
That
your
spell
blows.
isn't ready yet. Not ready yet. I can't cast that. I can't do that yet.
Good job.
Get him down. Melee out. Alright. Focus up on the ads.
Spell isn't ready.
Single target them.
Not ready yet. That ability isn't
I
ready.
am mind controlled.
Can't do that.
Get away from them.
Not ready yet. It's still recharging. That ability isn't ready.
Melee out.
Upon your own hate.
I need to get closer. I can't do that yet.
Melee out.
It's too far away. That spell isn't ready.
Tremble,
Or no, we're just
mortals,
weird.
before the coming of the end.
Brain link up. I'll come to you.
That ability is
Watch out for the green beams.
Suffocate upon your own hate.
I'm out of range. That spell is
Malady, stay away from Shunty.
not ready yet. I
Stay away from the tree.
that ability isn't ready.
You gotta stay with me.
Not ready yet.
Stay with me.
Alright, I thought it was.
Brain link on me and
Portals in 5 seconds. Melee, get around there.
I'll
One melee to the
get
other
away.
side.
I got brain link on me.
It doesn't matter. Once you go in the thing, it goes away.
Suffocate upon your
Going
own
in.
hate. Tremble, mortals, before the coming of the end.
Given that which must be given. I now seal the dragon's soul forever.
That terrible.
Alright, you gotta kill the ads
Should
around the
that
room.
be?
I can't cast that.
Yeah, they're gonna be non-aggro. You have to go there and hit them first.
Must. Yes.
And then once they're down, we go into the brain room. Looks like they're down. And then just unleash hell on this thing.
Yeah, go ahead and lust. Y'all got lots of time down there.
That's still recharging.
Who didn't
I
cut him?
can't do that yet.
That figures.
That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. That spell isn't ready. Yeah. That ability isn't ready. I can't cast that yet. Not ready yet.
Raiden, you need to get in a circle, green circle.
Alright, get out.
Ability
Everybody
isn't
out.
ready.
Everybody out. Good. Good.
Tremble, mortals, before the coming of the end.
Oh, I got
Brain link.
Oh man, we're like
Suffocate
1,000
upon
now.
your
I'm coming.
own hate.
I'm coming. Ranged on the crushers, melee on everything else. The melee brain portals are up.
If you just got out of the portal, might be a good idea to get some sanity.
Get back in the
back.
portal. Go, Cyber, to the portal. Get that one on the other side.
I need to target something first. I am not afraid of you! I will break you. I can't cast that.
Alright, Brain.
I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet. The spell isn't ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready yet. Not ready yet. I need it.
Dude, y'all fucking push it? Okay, everybody get out. Everybody out of the portal. Stack up on his back, which is on the circle.
I can't cast that yet.
Everybody's killing ads until there are no ads left. And then melee will be on the ads continuously. Everybody look away from Yogg. No, you're saved. Click off the buff, the thing.
Sanity back, man. Just DPS the shit out of him.
Yep. Okay. Melee are going to stay on those ads. All the ranged are going to DPS the boss. When he starts cackling, just turn around and stop looking at him.
Like that.
Yep. You just turn directly around.
That ability isn't ready yet. I don't have a target.
That's a healer. I never.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is penance.
Try to tank the ads closer to Yogg so they can cleave.
It's too far away. That ability isn't ready.
This is a one-time.
Oh, it totally is. Look away.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still rejoining.
Yep. This is it. This is the whole fight.
We're going to give him a big wahoo.
That ability isn't ready yet. I'm out of range. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. I need to get closer. That's still the problem. That ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready yet. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. That's still the problem. That ability isn't ready.
Yep. And be sure to interrupt any drain life you see. They heal Yogg as well.
That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. The spell isn't ready. That ability isn't ready.
Not a tot. Get out and do the thing. Turn around. Go to the green.
Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. That spell isn't ready. Yeah. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. I need a target. That ability isn't ready. Not ready yet.
Nice job, guys.
Hey, good job.
First off, thanks to the Hunter for helping us with that.
Yeah, guys, that was great.
No, yeah, thank you for helping.
We
us
did
with that.
it.
It's a lot easier than last time we were in here. It went really well.
No
All
Hunter.
right.
Oh, that's a good rogue friggin'.
Let's roll off
let's-
the tier chest.
Crossbow.
I forget we don't have hunter.
Conqueror.
Paladin, priest, warlock.
Oof.
This is the way upgraded version of it, so
I did get that.
better than the one you got in Max. Ouch. It's like the Price is Right roll.
Right.
Just $1 more. Congrats, Raid.
Okay, cool. It was fun.
Here we got a crossbow.
We can do it.
Attack power and armor pen on it.
I hope that's good for somebody.
It's 8th and 7th. That's 8th best for assassination. Doesn't even count.
It just sucks that the hunter can't use it. Like, or that it's not good for him because you'd think that it would.
I mean, I already have one.
Always.
Oh,
Well, I
yeah.
mean, I have the envoy, so
Well, I suppose he wants it.
oof.
It sucks. And the thing is, we usually have a hunter too, but we haven't for a couple weeks.
That is 6th best for warlocks and druids. Tasha,
Yeah.
it's
It's
9.
more. I love the haste on me though. Oh,
Oh yeah,
Please. I mean, what do you got? You probably got blues, don't you? Congrats, Tasha.
Tasha, will you give me the haste that's on there?
That tier chest is going to be a huge upgrade for you.
Should we go open up
Come.
trade?
Alright, come here. I think I can afford
Give
that.
him 5 gold.
Where are you?
Yeah, I can afford 5 gold. Where is he? Give him 5.
Just fucking with y'all, man. It's all right.
I'm giving you 5 gold. You said it.
All right,
Open
you're
the
good.
portal.
Awesome. Great job, guys. First clear of Ulduar. We've been
So-
working up to this for a while. Usually we run out of time and then we have issues getting people back together. So this is great. I'm glad we all managed to get back in here, get it down.
that was a big help.
Yeah, my first time in here in 15 years as well. Raid and famine as well.
Alright, so next time we'll be able to one-shot it, right? We did it once now.
I mean, you did a 2-shot on Yogg. That's pretty good. That's
Pretty
really good.
Pretty good. Alright, we'll end it there. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you're able to enjoy that. Hope you have a good rest of your
back when I
day
played Wrath
or evening,
came out, back when it was
wherever you are in the world.
retail version.
See ya.
I never even really rated. It was PvP only.
Bye.
Yeah, I
It was
don't even
all